Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm sorry for the delay. Actually, I am. Everyone, I'm sorry for the delay. Actually, I am. Everyone, I'm sorry for the delay. Actually, I am. Everyone, I'm sorry for the delay. Actually, I am. Everyone, I'm sorry for the delay. Yeah. So we are going to. Let me see. I can see many participants have joined. And how are you all? And please, we can talk via chat, right? So you can share your responses through the chat. And yeah, I can see many. Nikki, hi Nikki, Ayush, Gayatri, and Nishit, and Anjali. And I can see one Apex. So yeah, very good evening. And I hope you all had a very good day, nice day. So today, actually, we are going to let me share the screen for you. Uh, so a little blurry, right? But it's a very known topic. You have already means been through this topic since your UKG. It's got parts of speech. Now, can anyone tell me what does this speech means? Can someone send me the thing through the chat? This word speech, what does that mean? Yeah, Sashwati has written yes, and Anjali. Okay, ma'am, my name is Arnav. Yeah, sorry, Arnav. Actually, you have joined through, I think, your mama's ID. Arnav. Yeah. Yes. So when we say speech, what does this mean? Expression of idea and thoughts. Apex is saying, is your name Apex really? And speaking sentence, yes, Gayatri is very true when she says speaking. Yes, speech is something that we have spoken. Maybe it is in the form of a sentence or in the form of a word, that is called speech. And all these things that you can see, noun, verbs, all these things are called parts of speech. Yes, speaker Sai and Ayush, yeah, Suprabha, good evening. So speech in the form of a sentence or in the form of a word, that is called what? Speech. What you have spoken, that is called your speech. So we, since you have already studied all these things since your UKG, you might be finding it a little bit boring, right? Yeah, Aryan, right. Okay. So is it boring? Parts of speech? You can be honest. Nikki is called Niharika. Okay, right. No problem. So we will be talking about that later on. Let us go with this. So no, it is not kind of. Yeah, Gayatri is being honest. She's saying kind of. Gayatri has said that my name is not exactly Gayatri. Okay, anyways. So is an index of one's personality. We can express our feelings better. Yes. Actually, these parts of speech, when we talk of, these are the medium through which we express ourselves. Yes, it is very important. Yeah, Mona Lisa is my name is Smriti. Okay. So it's not boring. Yes, it should not be boring. If it is boring, then like we will be finding it very difficult to express ourselves, right? So noun, as we all know, that it is a naming word, right? We have learned that it is called a naming word, right? Naming word. So I guess you can all see I have the habit of writing everything. So please don't bother. It will be it will be going in between. So naming word, right? We have learned it as naming word. And Ayushman is saying my name is Ayushman. So Om, Vishwal, all these are naming words, right? They give us an identity. That index, I think you have mistakenly written that index. Actually, it is the identity, right? So we have learned that there are different kinds of nouns, right? Can you share your what thoughts about this? Like what kind of kinds of nouns you have studied? Pragata. Yes, Pragata. Good evening. Yes, please. So yeah, Soham, Shriyans. Yes. Hello, everyone. Once again, you are cordially welcome. Yes. So please tell me. Yeah, it is Nikki has written proper noun. Proper noun. Yes, proper noun. And abstract noun. Yes. And so one is saying proper and abstract and common. Yes. So right. Collective, abstract. Okay. So you all are very intelligent people. I'm really fortunate to have met you. Yes. So collective, collection, abstract, material, non-material, right? So many names are given to this. Then, okay. So now we know what are the nouns, types of nouns, but do we know what is the function of the noun? Do we know that? Yes, material, proper, common. Shriyans has written almost all the nouns that he knows. Right. So tell me, do we know the function? Function? What do we mean by this word function? Pragata, good evening. Yes. Yes, Pragata. Can you tell what does this word function mean? We are all grown-ups, right? We are in standard 6, so we are supposed to know something more than others, isn't it? And since we are also studying for Olympiad, that means we are supposed to study something different, isn't it? Yes, noun is used to address someone or something. No, I asked what is the meaning of this word function? Function. Speak. Function means work. Like, see, you means suppose in your school, right? You have your what class teacher, you have your principal, you have your what do you say, your attendant. So have, or they have all different jobs to do, right? So the word function, this word function, that means actually the job that these parts of speech they are doing in a sentence. Like you said, whatever has been spoken is called speech. So which part of speech should do which job, that is called their function, right? So let us see. So noun, what does noun do? It is written here, you can read it out. It is written, used as subjects, objects of prepositions and modifiers of other nouns, right? Did you know this? What is a subject? Just tell me, what is a subject? What is a subject? I think it is written there. There is an example, but like, how do we identify a subject in a sentence? And remember, that has to be a noun. If it is not a noun, it cannot be a subject. Yeah, function is the meaning like something working. Yes, body parts. Very good. Very good. Is what the sentence is talking about. Yes, very good. It is Nishit. Yes. And, and. So how do we identify it? How do we identify it? suppose in this sentence, you can see that in this sentence, Ivan finished the study, right? So here, is the sentence talking about Ivan? Yes. Item. Is it talking about Ivan? A main noun at first or last? Shai Shrita, thank you for letting me know a new definition. Yes. So it is about, what we say? So Ivan finished the study. Can you see this word finished? What is it? What is it? Nouns are used to highlight our feelings, called someone, etc. Function means the job that some words or people do. It can be well expressed in a sentence. Yeah, very good. High sounding definition. Yes. Subject. Yes. That's what I was looking for. What Nikki has written. Subject is that does the action. So we can identify a subject in a sentence in two ways. One is somebody has told that the sentence talks about it. I think the sheet has said that. And Suprabha, you cannot hear my voice. Please rejoin. Rejoin. So others can hear, right? Yeah. So what we are saying that a subject can be like what? A subject is this, like we can something that here, it is an action, right? Work. Or what Ivan is like Ivan has done or he did, right? So if means the action is being done by this means a person or a thing or even an idea, that would be called the subject. Okay, so subject performs any action in a sentence, or it talks about means the sentence talks about the subject. So in two ways we find out the subject in a sentence. So the first job of noun is this, that noun function, like we are talking about the function. So function means like the job, and the first job of noun is what? Subject. And remember, only a noun can be the subject. No other word can be a subject. No other part of speech can be the subject. Only a noun can be the subject. Right? And the second thing, it is written objects. So used as subjects and objects. Now, what is an object? Now, you saw here, Ivan finished the study. Right? You might have you done active voice, passive voice, dears? Have you done it? Active voice and passive voice. Can someone respond? Predicate, yes. Pronoun is also, can also be a subject. Yes, yes, yes. Pronoun is a replacement of noun, right? Okay, no problem. So if you haven't studied, you will be studying it in the forthcoming sessions, because you have that in your Olympiad. So you're supposed to study that. So, object is something on which you perform the action, right? So, in the first sentence, where we have found out that Ivan, it is written, no? Ivan finished the study, right? So, in this case, this word study, okay? The word study, that means, the object, okay? So object, one is written object and another one is written object of preposition. So object will always be after a verb. Okay, it will follow the verb action. It will follow an action. Like in this, the second sentence, you can see Maggie wrote the dissertation. Dissertation means it's a long essay. You might have written long means essays. So dissertation, if you are wondering what is a dissertation, that means a very long essay. Okay, so dissertation, we should learn also new words, right? So Maggie wrote the dissertation. So dissertation is also the object in the sentence. Okay. Now the author presented the result in chapter 4. Now second thing is written objects of preposition. So object of actions. This first object is object of action. Second is object of preposition. So preposition means you know what all prepositions are there, right? Doer, yes, Akshay, it's very right. The doer of the work is known as the subject, and also the subject is a homophone. Subject is also known that subjects. Okay, yes. So same spelling and with the different meaning. But homophone is something that might not have the same spelling, but they should what be heard same, like pronounced same, right? So it's not a homophone, it is just the same thing. So whatever is the like what the matter of your study or the matter of your sentence, the like important part of your study or important part of your sentence, that is called the subject. So same thing. Okay, the subject that you know, but it is very interesting that you have called it a homophone. It is exactly not exactly the homophone, but kind of. Yes. So yeah, which receives the action is known as the subject. Yes, very correct. It is Sai Shivani. You have written that that the part of the sentence which receives the action is known as the subject. Object of the verb. Remember this. And object of the preposition is different from object of the verb. Okay. Now you can see verb. So what is the function of the subject? It is it is working in the sentence as a subject, as an object of preposition. And the last thing that is written, what it is written, modifier of the nouns, right? What is it written? It is written modifier of the nouns. Now what is a modifier? Modify means change, right? So something that changes the like, or like make it different. So you can see here, so mostly modifiers are adjectives. Okay. But a noun can also work as a modifier in a sentence. When a noun is working as an adjective, it is called the modifier. Okay. So here you can see that in the last sentence, this research finding can contribute to social change. Which finding? What kind of findings? Research findings. So it is not just findings, it is of the research. So it is called a modifier. Okay. So in a sentence, the function of the noun is as that of subject, an object of preposition, and a modifier of other noun. Right? So I guess you are partially means you have partially understood, because we need to see that why are we study this function. Okay, that is in the like what forthcoming like what slides, that why are we studying the functions. We have already known like what is a noun, what are the different types of nouns, but we are supposed to know the function of the noun. Now let us move on to the next slide. What other part of speech is there? Let's see. You can see here it is written the verb. The verb is, what is it expressing? It expressing what the person, animal, place, thing or concept does. Right? Doing word. Like we have studied it as the doing word. Right? So verb means doing words. And it takes a good deal of dedication. So here you can see some examples. It takes a good deal of dedication to complete a doctoral degree. Doctoral degree means when you get this degree, you become the doctor. It's not that surgeon type of doctor. It is like the study. Like we say, when somebody is doing some research, okay, and becoming a doctor, that is called doctoral degree. She studied hard for the test. Now see, in these two sentences, you will find that it takes and studied, right? Here it is an idea and here it is a person. Like somebody was telling that it is a pronoun can also be the subject. So in this sentence, we have a pronoun as a subject. But remember, pronoun is the substitute of a noun. Yes, a pronoun can be the subject, but in a particular form. You have studied pronouns and you have known what are the types of pronouns, right? So writing dissertation is difficult. So again, see. So here we have another type of verb that is called the be verb. So we have two types of verbs actually. One is action verb. Another one is be verb. So in action, you have all the kinds of actions you do. Read, write, speak, do, right? Sing, dance, fight. Do you do that? All of you do that? This section? Inside the class or at home with your siblings? And can I get a response to this? Yeah, so I can see, can we join Zoom classes, please? Yes, we will be doing Zoom classes also. We are doing Zoom classes. Enough. Don't worry. Pragata, do you want to tell me something? Yes, Pragata, I was asking that whether you do this action at home or not. Whether you do this action at home or not. Yes, all are saying yes. Nice to, Sudipta is saying, nice to meet you after a long time. Yeah, I am. Same here, dear. Okay, so now I was talking about, yeah, so two kinds of verb. One is action, the other one is be verb. Be verb tells you about the state, the condition of something, like suppose condition, identity, profession. Like if I say I am a teacher, so in that sense, in that sentence, I have this word am, that is a be verb. Okay, if I will say that, if I will say I am a teacher. Now this word is a be verb. Am is a be verb. Okay. Like you have is, am, are, was, were. These are called be verbs. Okay. Even we have this be, being, and being. You'll be eventually knowing about it. Okay. Now, right now we're not using all these things, but very commonly we use these verbs. Right? Okay. So now we can see that we have two types of verbs, and verbs is very commonly two jobs. Verb has got two jobs. One, it does some action, right? It does an action, and also it is talking about the being of someone, means what the person is. Even when you're saying that we are happy, are you all happy attending the session? No. Okay, so we are all happy. So in this is a be verb which is talking about the being of us. So verb has got two functions. Now moving on, the adjective. So adjective is like, girls, you might be knowing about something like makeup artist or the person who makes us beautiful, right? Boys, you go to also the salon, they cut your hair, right? So these adjectives are actually the makeup artist of the verb. Nouns, okay, or pronouns. What they do, they describe, okay, they describe the noun. And it is also written adjectives typically come before a noun or after a stative verb. So in a what is a stative verb? All these verbs are stative verb, like your be verbs and words like smell, hear, okay, uh, look. All these are called stative verbs. So after the stative verbs and before the noun. So you will find here the diligent student completed her assignment early. So this is a noun, right? And this is the adjective, which is coming just before the noun. And you will also see that we will be talking about the stative verb. Now, where is the stative verb? Like I said, if you say in this sentence, there are statements, the second sentence, diligent describes the student and appears before the noun student. That has been explained in the slide. And it can be difficult to balance time to study and work responsibilities. This sentence says it can be difficult. See, I told you stative verb, be verb. So it will be after the verb. Suppose if I will say, you, sorry, you all look pretty and handsome. So this is a stative verb, and after that we have two adjectives, pretty and handsome, right? Am is an auxiliary verb, yes. Auxiliary verb also. It is, now that is a different case again. When you say types, so there are many types of verbs. You have finite, non-finite. Okay, so you will be eventually learning all these things. Okay, so now you can see that, remember that adjectives, see, it is written, remember that the adjectives in English have no plural form. Yes, it is important to know this because you get what? Error correction and error detection in the Olympiad, right? You need to find out errors in a sentence. And sometimes you have to correct the error. So that is why it is important to know all these functions. I told you, eventually you will be knowing that why are we studying this functions. Okay. Pragata, I'll let you know where I am from. I kept the introduction for the later part of the, yeah, then adverb. Like we have adjectives, we have another describing word, that is adverb. So you can find out here that it gives more information about the word. So it is talking about what? This gives more information about the verb, about how the action was done. It tells us how, where, when, and why. And depending on the context means the situation. Adverb can what come or before or after the verb at that beginning or end of a sentence, right? Like it is written, he completed the course enthusiastically. How did he complete it? He completed enthusiastically, right? So what does this word mean? Enthusiastically, we can say eagerly or with a lot of enthusiasm or keen interest. So enthusiastically describes how he completed the course and answers how the question how. Okay. Stephen recently enrolled in the graduate certificate in communication program at Walden. Now Walden is the name of a college. Okay. So he was like enrolled in the certificate. So that recently, the word recently is talking about what? It is talking about the time. Recently is talking about the time. So when? And then I verified that most of my sources were peer reviewed. Peer means like those who are like quarterly reviewing something. Let's say instead of writing peer review, we will write here then then I came to know it was all good. Okay, suppose I write this sentence. So here it then again tells us when, right? So that means like this only word then is completely changing the meaning of the sentence. If I only write here that I came to know it was all good. Tell me now. And then I came to know it was all good. Tell me, does this sentence mean the same with this sentence? Tell me. Arnav, Mitali, Ishita, all of you can like mention that. No. Yes. It doesn't mean the same. Peer means review. Do you understand review, Ishita? Review? View means to see. Review means to see again. That means having a what? Clear look on something. And peer means friend or friendly people. Okay. No, not the same. And why it is not the same? Because of this word then. Right? Because of then, we are finding it not the same. This only sentence word is changing the entire meaning of the sentence. Right? Okay. Then this one, your favorite one. Somebody was very much interested in this particular at what part of speech? Pronoun. You know what this word pro means? Pro means for. And a noun means name. So for names or in the place of name which we use is called pronoun, right? So we can say Smith 2014 interviewed the applicants as they arrived. Let us go for another sentence that 2014 is the year. So let's say Sonia has met them. See. So she has invited them. She has invited them. Yeah, it is used in place of noun. So she has been used in place of Sonia. So she is a pronoun. The word them is also a pronoun. Yes. So he was interested in ideas that were never previously recorded and not those that have already been published. A long sentence, but we can see many pronouns here. He, then that, then those, that. So we can see here, he is written for Smith, that is written for the ideas, those has been written for those ideas. Yeah, Raghata, it's being boring. Unless you pay attention to the things, it will be boring for you. Okay, let us go for some more sentences. Preposition. Yes, yes. Then this comes before a noun or a noun phrase links it to other parts of the sentence. So it is a very important part of speech, just like the noun, right? So what is a preposition? You can see two words again, preposition. So by pre, we means before, and position means place or location. So the word preposition tells us about the location of the noun. That's how it links. Okay. So let us go for some sentence. Like for example, if a very simple sentence that we are in a which session? Zoom session. Yes, it tells us the relationship between the two nouns. Yes, Mamina. Very correct. Um, Nishit is saying that you had got disconnected. No problem, Nishit. You will get it. Since it is streaming on YouTube, you will find it later. Don't worry about it. So we are in a Zoom session. So you can see that we, like you said, that it is telling us the relationship between two things, right? So you can see it here that we, and where is our place? Our place is this one, a Zoom session, right? And the preposition is placed just before the location of ours, right? Place of ours. So yeah, Akshay is saying that repeating the same noun is very boring. Do you know a word for this? When we repeat something, what is it called, Akshay? We'll talk about it later. Okay. There is a word for this. A very new word which we do not use. We only say repetition. Every time when you say repetition, it becomes boring, no? So we will learn that word. Yeah. So Jay Jagannath has written that a preposition is a word or a group of words that comes before a noun, pronoun. Yes, yes. So that's why we can see the preposition is always placed before the noun. Okay, and after the preposition also there comes a noun. That's why we say object of preposition. We have just seen that in the previous like slides. Noun, object of preposition. Okay, so you can see that some examples of prepositions are there. You are can you just like see what I have sent? Akshay has written. Yes, Akshay, I just read that out. Repeating the same noun is very boring, and I was just telling you that there is a word for that. Why means the word repetition. Yes. So can all of you send me some of the examples of the prepositions? Only the words. You don't have to type the entire sentence. Just tell me, please send me the words, prepositions. Quick, quick. I would love to see what all of you know. No problem, no problem. So yeah, inside, Sudipta has written inside, Rabindra has written in. I'm sorry if I'm using the names of your IDs. Don't worry, you just since it is shown, so I am repeating the same names. My dog is Mitali. There is a verb missing. My dog is on the table. Beside, very good. Outside, under, on, above, against, under, before noun. Habitually lucid. It is before. Uh, and yes, Srinika. So I'll just keep it in mind. And on, in between, above, against. Very good. Very good. Kirtana, my father's name is okay. Okay, Kirtana. I'll try to means remember that. I know I have a very bad memory. So What I see, that I remember. Under, outside. Very good. Very good. Yes. So what is the job of a preposition? It tells us about the position of the noun, and it also comes before the object of a preposition, right? Which is again a noun. Manshika. Yes, Manshika. Now, the thing that I was talking of. So we have almost. So we are left with two more what parts of speech, that is called conjunction and interjections. Yes. So two more. Tell me, what is a conjunction? Quickly, quickly. Conjunction. What is a conjunction? Conjunction is a Shai Krishna. Prepositions, the book are on the table. Yes, thank you. Now now quickly tell me conjunctions. What are conjunctions? Conjunctions are the joining words, right? Joining sentences called, yes, joining words. Like verbs are the doing words, prepositions are the positioning words, and noun is the naming word. So in the yes, something that connects the sentence, only sentence. Suppose if I will say that like if it is written that Ishita and what Nisit are going somewhere, so we are joining two nouns there, right? So both, they can join the sentences, they can join the words, they can join what, a group of words, right? So conjunctions are, let me show you some examples of conjunctions, like how they work. Suppose if I will say that he and his father, right? Yes, joining word. So he and his father are very happy, right? So we are using he and his father. So it is one word and it is a group of words, right? So joining here. Suppose I will say that I can do this, or I can leave. So here the word or is joining almost two sentences, right? Because if I will say I can do this, I can leave, right? Yes, yes. So words, phrases, acha, that means you know what are phrases, right? Phrases are groups of words, right? So if I will say that you can study in my room or in the library, right? You can study in my room or in the library. So here it is joining, or is joining to in my room, group of words, phrase, and in the library another phrase. Yeah, that adds two sentences of words. Very good. And so that means we know what the conjunction do. Conjunction, what does it do? What is the function of conjunction? Quickly tell me. Joining, right? It is the glue gun, right? You know what is a glue gun. So glue gun of the sentence, parts of speech. And the last one is called interjections. Interjections means what? Yes, yes. Interjections means these are the words that tells us, like, expresses whether there is, the sentence is talking about some kind of surprise, shock, right? No, it, yeah, this one joins, but conjunction joins. But interjections, what they do? Yeah, glue gun. You find it very interesting. Yes. Sudden feeling and emotions. Yes, very correct. So when you say this, this, do you know this word? What is it? Expression. What kind of expression? What does this word mean? You have a particular person like this. When you do this, no, it is like, yeah, yeah, laughing out loud. Yes. So when you are using an, it is called an emoji, right? It's LOL. LOL. The full form of LOL is laughing out loud. Yes. So any emoji that you are using on WhatsApp or any other, like social media, that is also called, that those are also interjections. Remember this. Okay, you might get a question. Then you have the word wow, right? You have, there is a word called alas. Alas, and how would you identify an interjection? Interjection will always be followed by this exclamatory mark. Okay, this kind of a mark. Okay, all the interjections is a word or phrase that expresses a strong feeling, such as shock, pain, or pleasure. Yes, yes. Be right, be right, BRB, yes, Suprabha, BRB again. Like I said, LOL is like that. Be right back is doesn't have an emoji, which has got an emoji. It is not an what feeling. Be right back is a feeling. Is it a feeling? No, it is not a feeling. If it is a feeling, then it is an interjection. Okay, exclamation symbol, but it is here. It is an interjection symbol. Okay. Yes, correct. It is an exclamatory symbol, exclamatory mark, exclamation mark. Yes, bravo, alas, hooray, right? Even when you say hi, hi, wow, oops, bravo. No, yes and no, these two words are adverbs. Remember this. Those are not interjections. Okay? Because they do not share any kind of feelings. They just say yes or no, right? Yes, oops, wow, correct. Very good. So now let us see how, do you know we can like form like one word can be function as a noun, as an adverb, as an adjective. Do you know this? How do we do that? See, suppose you have a word called what? Create, right? Now, create is what? Which part of speech? Tell me. Who can tell that? Okay, we are done with that. Tell me, create is which part of speech? Which part of speech? That comes under which part of speech? Right. Verb. Yes. So, if I will write a sentence, she is a dash person. You get, I am talking about a previous year Olympiad question. See, create, creation, sorry, C is creative and D is creatively. So because there is a came in the first sentence and come in the second. No, what is the answer to this question? That I got to know that all know create is a verb. Now we have read that the function of different part of speech, right? Now the place is the blank. That blank we are using it before a noun, right? Very good, creative. And you know why creative is the answer? Because we need an adjective here. Okay, so creative. The function that we have just studied. We are talking about that. Yes, yes. And suppose if I will write a sentence like, he loves to dash reels. Options create, creation, C, creating, and D is creative. Huh. Go for the second question. He loves to dash reels. Options A, create. Option B, write A, B, C, D. I will know. You don't have to write the entire word. Vijayanand Sahu has written creativity. Okay, you are answering the first one. That is also wrong. Incorrect. Create and Jai Jagannath, you are happily. Happiness and happiest is the superlative degree. That is the degree of the adjective. Create, create. Very good, create. Because you can see we are talking about an action here. So it has to be what? A verb. What it has to be? It has to be a verb. So which one is a verb here? You have just told me when I asked what is create. So create. Guys, I'm talking about the previous year Olympiad questions. Okay. So that is why we are studying here the function of the. So another way to know which form of the sentence means a word that you are going to use, because most of the words, almost all the words have got their different forms, right? This word create. Create is a verb. The word create is a verb. From create, we have the word creation, another noun, right? So you can see that create verb. Then when you say creative, it is an adjective. It is a verb. It is an adjective. Yes. Creatively is what? What is it? Ly, adverb, right? And when you say creation, it is a noun. Yes. Okay. So we'll quickly be winding it up. So I was just talking about the vocabulary thing. And in the beginning of the class, I was just talking about, yeah, I know 4 minutes left. Can you be a little bit patient? I think I was talking about what is this word repetition? Repeating a word again and again. Somebody was telling me that why we are supposed to use a pronoun, because we should not, it doesn't sound very good when we repeat the noun very often, right? So to use or to call that, that is called redundancy. Okay, redundancy means unnecessary repetition. Okay, so now I was talking about something, the vocabulary thing. Like the tree has got its root, most of the words, they have got their root. Okay, like the word arbor. Arbor means tree. So if something is called arboreal, that means that is related to trees. Remember this word arbor. Cred, now it is a very common, arbor might not be very means a common word for you, but cred is very common. You have heard this word credible. Have you heard this word credible? Have you heard the word credit? You might have heard this word credit. Right? I don't want to take the credit of anything, or I want to take the credit. Yes, yes. So the word cred, when you see this particular spelling cred, it will always be related to the meaning belief. Remember this? Believe. Yes, yes. We are talking about prefixes and suffixes. Wait, I'll be also going to that. So something is credible, that means believable. Means we can believe that. Means if I will say that the sun means what? Moves around the earth, it is credible, it is believable. But if I will say something that I have seen the sun, means earth moving around the, like what the moon, so in that case you will say, no ma'am, we should not believe, means we are not able to believe what you're saying, right? So in that case it will be incredible. Yes, the prefixes and suffixes that you're talking about, incredible. Something means when you are using in, that means not. Okay, not or non. Excuse me. So something that you cannot believe is that, the Incredibles means unbelievable people. You say incredible India means it is beyond our belief, right? We say, you might have heard this word, incredible India means you think that India is a very small country. India is like what? A country that has nothing. But when you come into India, you will understand that what you have believed, it is actually far from your what? Belief. It is quite different. So when you use this word in, some that becomes almost the opposite. Okay, credible, incredible. You can use the word like this prefix in, and you can also you have you heard this word decent? Decent. What is decent? Decent means. Can someone please quickly respond, because we are running out of time. We're just about to end. Yeah, it's called golden bird. Yeah, that is about India, right? In, I'm talking about decent. Decent. Decent means normal or polite? Polite, no? Ah. And what does indecent means? What does indecent mean? Decent is polite. Indecent means impolite. Somebody who is very rude. Okay. So when you are using this word in, that is making a word, the opposite of that thing. Okay. So we have learned a word that is a root that is called cred. Okay. Cred means belief. Achha, now talking about the suffix ous means full of. Okay. Full of, like you have a word called famous. Fame, full of fame means popular, one who is famous. So wherever you find this ous, that means full of. So if I will write a word called credulous, now you know the meaning of the word cred, you know the meaning of the word ous. Now tell me what this will mean. Full of belief means a person is who is full of belief, means you can easily fool that person, right? It is very easy to fool that person. So credulous means you can say innocent. Or there is another word that is called gullible. Right? So we are what? Now going to end the class, and you are supposed to be what? ous means full of what? Full of vocabulary knowledge, right? Yes, gullible. Yes, right. So that is all, right? Hope you enjoyed the session. We are another example is fabulous. Yes, very good. Now you know. So thank you so much, everyone. Bye. Have a nice time. Take care. Bye. Hope you all enjoyed the session. Thank you.